And we're live. All right. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So I'm back with Mr. Sherwin, Dirk Diggler himself. Yeah. So today is going to be TV Thursdays. So we're going to talk about what's happening in the TV world. Okay. So ano bang nangyayari ngayon sa TV world? Yun ang gagawin natin.
Trese was a pretty good, was a pretty good phenomenon actually.
Yep.
Trese was pretty good. I actually very much enjoyed it. Elephant in the Room, Liza Soberano. What did you think?
Okay. So for Liza, uh, for Liza kasi ano eh. And a lot of people were complaining about her accent. But the
Yeah.
character itself, Trese, is supposed to be like stoic and all of that. Diba? Pero, ayun nga eh.
Di ba
Ano
ano?
naman.
I mean, did you listen to the English
I listened to the Shay
English
Mitchell
dub?
version. Shay Mitchell, yeah. I listened to that. It's okay.
What did
Again,
you
when it
think?
comes to Shay Mitchell naman, yung Tagalog naman niya ang problema, di ba?
Pero it had more feeling to it, didn't you think? Less stilted.
Kasi nga, ano, it's English kasi. I mean, if you reversed it, what if we ask Shay Mitchell to do Tagalog?
Actually, with regards to that, I think that was the problem with Liza's delivery. She's not a 100% native speaker. She may be 80%. I mean, kasi if you saw Liza's career when she first started, her Tagalog was still a little bit medyo parang it's getting way better yung accent na nakukuha na niya eh. So, and
Oo.
I've tried dubbing in Tagalog. I've tried it. And pare, ano ba hirap magbasa ng Tagalog ng mabilis?
Talaga.
Oo, I mean, I tried dubbing hindi naman, okay, yeah. It wasn't dubbing per se. It was like an audition for this. It was an audition for an online translation device. So I was auditioning my voice, and obviously my voice isn't good enough because you're not hearing me on your phones right now. But yeah, it was not as easy as you think. So I think that kind of like limited her delivery a lot.
True.
No.
Uh, Again, because like what I read in some of the articles, a producer was asked, why would you cast Liza Soberano to speak in Filipino in a Netflix anime series about the Philippines? The plain answer is, of course, money, to attract people to watch the series. Yun naman talaga eh. I mean, no other answer other than that, at least for
Yeah,
me. That's my opinion.
it was a cash grab, but I mean, uh, we we're getting better at it at least. I mean, yung ibang Pinoy actors actually they were really good. I have to admit.
True.
Yung Pinoy cast was really good, but when they're interacting with the character in Tagalog with Liza, you could see the disconnect na after that, diba? So, uh, anyway, that's the elephant in the room. Should they still expound on that?
Hindi na siguro kailangan yun.
Hindi na siguro.
Okay,
Oh,
let's go to the next one, which is story. Like, what's the story about? For you, how was the story?
story was good. It was very well written.
Mm.
Surprisingly, the humor was there. And the lore, the Philippine lore, ang galing, di ba?
Oh, incorporated talaga lahat, di ba? I mean, overall, like,
What I
arc,
really
di ba?
like,
Story.
the arc was really good. The arc was really, really good. Ang ganda na storytelling, and I think it's the strength also of comic book. It's also the strength of comic book creator, yung writers. Kasi usually if you're writing for Philippine TV, you're always saddled with budget constraints,
Oo.
diba? So you really can't make the storytelling as fluid as this one, or fluid or dynamic. Sorry, I think dynamic was the better word,
Mm.
diba?
And non-formulaic.
Non-formulaic, diba? I mean,
Mm.
come on. For the Pinoys watching, have you seen Lobo with John Lloyd Cruz and Angel Locsin?
Mm.
Diba? Like that, because they're saddled with such a very limited budget, diba? They really can't go all the way with that type of storytelling. So I think the animation is a really good medium that I think Filipinos should really explore. And I
Mm.
think the GMA people and all those big
You can't.
broadcast
It's
people should really
ABC,
explore.
CNN.
I know, sayang,
And
diba?
which brings me to my next point since you brought up Lobo. And this all ties up to Trese as well, I promise. So I remember a few years ago they launched ABS-CBN launched Juan de la Cruz. And the premise was so good that they were caretakers and they were the ones keeping the peace, di ba?
Yeah,
And who starred in Juan de la Cruz? Mr. Trete himself. Trete. Uh Coco Martin. So that was a good premise, except that of course production couldn't come up with the same, I would say, like production couldn't cope up with how beautiful the story was, 'di ba? Yung Juan de la Cruz ang ganda ng story nila.
true,
May animation pa nga sila sa
true,
umpisa eh. Like how they got
true.
'di ba, yung parang paano nagkaayos yung mga monsters and people and then how Juan de la Cruz's family was keeping the peace. So it's sort of like Trese. But because it
Yeah,
was live
yeah, yeah,
action,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there was no production values. There were some, hindi naging maganda, naging parang baduy, tapos naging formulaic, di ba? I mean, imagine if they turned Juan de la Cruz into a Netflix anime.
Yes, exactly.
That would
And
be an
with
awesome thing because I mean the main weapon alone is a cross that's stuck to the wall that you can't pull out unless you're the bloodline of Juan de la Cruz. And I was like,
yes, yes,
showed
yes, I
nails,
remember that.
balls, di ba? And I was like, wow, this is good. And there's
Uh,
like first episode only. I mean, just imagine if they can maintain this, and then they didn't. And then they even had
exactly. I mean,
animation to explain the history, the story, di ba? Yung exposition plot nila.
di ba, like, I mean, when you really look back at the fantasy, the fantasy genre, di ba there was a fantasy craze before? We had some really good premises naman talaga. Mulawin was pretty good.
Mm,
That
true.
fantasy, those birds, and the costumes were not that bad. I mean, they weren't good, but they were not
Or
that bad.
had
They were not that bad. Hindi lang kasi believable because I don't think the actors knew how to act with the costumes to make it more fluid. Kasi naglalakad lang sila. Tapos, the thing about Mulawin that I noticed, if you remember Mulawin, it was on GMA 7. It was basically
bird people.
G-Force. Uh,
It's bird people,
bird
di ba? Of
bird
course.
people walking around in bird costumes. And if you look at the costumes, maganda yung costumes nila. But when they start walking, yung nagfa-flap na, dun mo nakikita yung medyo yung limitations ng costume department.
Ah. And budget
So,
budget ng post-prod lumalabas.
pero the story, ang gaganda ng mga premises nila. I mean, wow. I think comic book writers have a really good grasp on dynamic storytelling talaga. And it was
But
non-linear, di ba?
this was penned by Budget Tan, who is from the advertising industry, di ba?
Yes.
So I mean, I would say he is a good storyteller because he's coming from an industry that needs to tell a story and needs to pass it on to di ba, the audience. And then of course this was a labor of love. Sinimulan niya to 2006 or 2005, I think.
Self-published, by the way. Self-published yan.
Self-published. And then
Yeah.
it just so happened na it became an anime, a Netflix anime, because one of the producers in Netflix US was a Filipina. And then
You
she's read the
know,
book.
yeah. You know who the executive producer was also? Jay Oliva. Jay
He's a
Oliva,
director. He's director.
the
He's
director,
director,
yes.
which is
Yes.
again from the very proud and Dito lamang ang DC, their animation. DC animation top notch. Can't argue Marvel can't hold a lick to DC animation.
No. Jay Oliva, di ba Pinoy rin yun? Like,
Pinoy rin
I
siya,
think he's Pinoy American, I think.
He's
Pinoy rin siya.
Filipino-American, yes.
For those of you who don't know, Jay Oliva produced. He's the guy that directed Justice League Dark.
Yeah, and there's another one. There's what I can't remember the one where Robin tries to save the Justice League because the Justice League was like brainwashed. That one too. But I mean, he's well known among these animation.
Alam mo yan?
There was I watched an
Yes.
interview of
That's
Jay
amazing.
Oliva, and he was talking about,
So,
oh, this is bringing me back because both my parents are Filipinos, and they used to tell me stories about the aswangs, the manananggals, and the kapre and the tikbalang. And then the funny thing is, the interviewer asked him, "So, kamusta na yung agimat mo?" "Oh, it's still locked in my vault. It should not be touched by sun, by moonlight or salt." Yun daw sinabi sa kanya nung nagbigay ng anting-anting niya. It's like, that's so funny coming from someone who's like, recognized in the industry. Di ba? And yes, ang
yeah.
agimat. They ask him, and then Budgetan and the other guy, the illustrator, asked him, "Nagdala ka talaga ng agimat?" Sabi niya, "Yeah, it was given to me when I went back home like a few years ago." And he kept it. It's funny because, and he said, "Who knew that I was gonna be directing the first ever Filipino anime that talks about our folklore?" She's like, this is finally representation for our culture, di ba?
You can really tell the passion eh. Like yung
Mm.
craft nilang story, you could really tell that they planned it American ingenuity with a very
American money.
creative diba? American money with a very
American.
good Filipino creative writing team.
Mm.
Diba?
True.
Because they were zooming the whole time. The whole time they were doing it, it's not like budget was in the US. They were zooming during the pandemic to really finish the production. No? So the passion was there for these people to do it during the pandemic, to craft this very dynamic story, very non-linear storytelling also, which had a very, very good payoff. I mean, from the start to finish, ang ganda ng build-up, di ba?
I think if I read it correctly, I think the animation studio was Indonesian.
Yes, it's
Actually done in
Indonesian.
Indonesia. Tama, di ba? In
Oo,
Indonesian
Indonesia.
animation.
Indonesia. Ang galing
Yeah.
nga
And
eh.
while I was watching with my kids, I had to explain to them what these things were like. Like on the screen behind you, that's San Telmo. So I was like, they asked who's that, and I was laughing all the way. It's like, oh my god, he's calling the Great Ball of Fire San Telmo. And I was like, and he was like, what? So I had to explain like San Telmo is actually an Philippinized version of Saint Elmo's Fire,
Yeah,
which is
parang
actually a
guide.
patron
He's a
saint,
guide. Yeah,
patron saint of travelers, and is supposed to carry a lantern. And
yeah,
supposedly, when you see that light, it's supposed to guide you to the correct path. But in
yes.
some provinces, when you see the light, it means you're dead. So, so I was like, okay, so they said
Ano,
which one's real? You said it's that's folklore. You don't know which one is true. Depends on who you believe. Like when I was younger, growing up by the river, my uncles and my grandfathers would swear on their lives that they saw San Telmo's fire passing by the river, crossing the river in the middle, just to guide the fisherman or the whoever is traveling by the river. And I said, "Are you sure you weren't drunk? You know, from drinking all of that?" But it depends. That's folklore for you. It depends on who's telling and what's going to be the side. Diba? That's the good thing about these things, because again, in some places, tikbalangs are good, tikbalangs are not good. So it's up to you, and of course, as
yes, yes,
diba,
yes.
we Filipinos have to
Actually,
research.
like I had a social studies professor that told me that San Telmo were an explanation for fireflies. I'm back.
Mm,
I'm back. I'm back. All right. Kung
okay.
nagkukumpul yung mga fireflies sa malayo, sometimes they'll form kind of like a face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
parang for like a split
when you're
second.
drunk, you start imagining.
Yes, yeah.
Diba? Kasi normally, hindi ka na maaabuti ng ganong kagabi kung hindi ka umiinom. In olden times, right? In olden
Tama, tama,
times,
tama.
you wouldn't stay up that late just to, you know, not drink. Diba? Yun yung pampalipas oras nila in olden times. You drink and then
Tama.
all of a sudden you see crazy things like, oh, there's something smoking in the tree. Oh, that's a capre. That's the only way you can explain it if you're basing it on science.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I mean, you brought up your kids, right? Your kids were asking about San Telmo. So I'd like to ask, like, do you feel that kids nowadays are exposed to that type of folklore pa rin? I mean, compared
Okay.
to us, I'm sure tayo, shake, rattle, and
My
roll babies tayo eh.
my kids might be a special case because again, they didn't grow up here. But I think for the rest, like people in the provinces, they still believe in all of these things. Like it's a big no-no. Like when we went back to the province, my wife's side, before we entered, they had to cull a chicken, and they had to do they had to like burn some wood, and we have to jump over, I think, or they had to do incense because we were new to the place. They didn't want to anger the spirit. And by the way, these are devout Catholics.
Yeah, that's a
Those
very good
traditions
point.
overpower, right? Then again, I
Correct.
had to explain to my kids. These are like tradition that we respect because it doesn't hurt, right? Parang ganun.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Napaka-rich kasi ng folklore na yun eh. I mean, when we were younger, there was, remember yung Magandang Gabi Bayan ni
Oh,
Noli De Castro, the
special.
Halloween specials. Uh, those episodes would give me nightmares, I swear.
Lalo na when it's closer to where you live. Ganun.
Oh, alam mo yung minsan nga like I went to Baguio one time. Tapos pagtingin mo sa labas, I mean, syempre nagre-rent ka ng house, ganun. Merong mga sampayan ng mga pantalon. So yung pantalon doon nakasampay, nakaganon. So nagfa-flap siya sa wind. Kala mo may manananggal na iniwan
Ay,
yung
manananggal
kalahating
na.
katawan niya.
Di ba and remember, it's always like during summertime na may lalabas na kwento ng manananggal. Always
Always.
summertime. Hindi pwedeng tag-ulan. Kasi
Always.
nga daw, basa sila, di ba? Ba't sila lalabas? Pero it's always summertime. When you're on vacation, you're in the province, may manananggal. Ganun. Pumasok kayo na maaga. I mean,
On
that's,
primetime news. On primetime
oh,
news.
may
Like at
manananggal na
6 o'clock.
hinabol sa sitio ganto, sa barangay 123, sa Tondo,
Uh,
Maynila, or whatever. Diba? It's always like that.
it's always some guy wearing a sando. Ayun po
Uh,
hindi ko po alam. Nandun lang po sa
hinabol
pintuan
po
ko
namin,
eh.
hinabol po namin ng mga tanod. Hinabol namin kasi may
Oh,
buntis po dito eh. May narinig po kami sa bubong. So, hinabol namin, di ba? Weird.
yeah. It's
Okay, but,
always
but going back,
it's always that.
the story, how was the story for you?
The folklore napaka-dynamic ng storytelling. Although it had a very weak last episode for me. Ang tagal magsalita,
They, they
ang
crammed all the
tagal.
exposition in the last episode.
Yeah, I think if they had more budget for one more episode, they could have done a little bit more storytelling. Pero krinam talaga nila dun sa final episode na yun eh. But aside from that, ang ganda ng build-up. Do you remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yep.
So it's storytelling. Villain of the week. Then there's an overarching how it worked. For me, it was a call out to late 90s, 2000s TV, diba?
But again, the good thing
Galing.
is because 6 episodes, hindi siya naging parang villain of the week kasi parang may running story siya. Na you're trying pa, 'di ba nga
Tama. That helped actually.
your genre is police procedural supernatural. And my kids were calling it nga, this is like grim, daddy. Where they're fighting the swans and all that. It's like grim. So yeah, actually you're right. That's a good observation. This is like grim, except that there's no villain of the week because it's you're looking at the arc. You're trying to look at sino ba tong character
Yep.
na to na kailangan nating abangan. And then, yun. So going to character now. Characters. Who's your favorite character?
The twins.
The twins, Crispin and Basilio.
Si Basilio and Crispin. Were they based on any folklore ba?
No, Crispin and
That's
Basilio were based on No Limit Tangere.
No Limit ang Hereya, pero supernatural powers nila, meron bang
Wala, it's
basis
all
yung
made
nila.
up. I think it's all made up. They're supposed to be sons of the diba, God of War.
The God of War. Kasi I don't think it was explained there why the masks were shaped like the way they were. So maybe I've missed something.
I know in the comics they explain it a little bit better.
Okay.
Kasi nga supposedly may powers yung mask, alam ko eh. Parang hindi naman suppress, parang their characters. Parang ganoon. At least that's what I've read.
Okay.
But we could research on that. It's supposed to be kasi it was prepared, the masks were prepared even when they were younger. When they were nung nahuli sila nung tatay.
Yeah.
And I think it's also magical kasi nga nawawala siya. But for me that was a big twist.
Lumalabas lang kung battle mode eh.
Battle mode sila, di ba? Yung big twist sa akin yan actually nung nalaman ko na oh my god, sila pala yung dalawang bata na nahuli. Parang di ko agad siya napagdugtong.
Powerful pala sila.
So sabi ko, oh my god. Sabi ko, where are these kids? And then, nung na-realize ko, they're grown up now. Sila si Crispin and Basilio. And ang gusto ko sa kanila as well is F-boy silang dalawa. Kami yung premyo, we feel objectified.
So objectified. Bossing.
Ihana
I like the way they pronounce bossing. Like bossing. It may American siya, pero may Pinoy
na Pinoy pa rin. Yung favorite mo si favorite mo yung kambal. Hindi ba si Nuno? I think Nuno was pivotal si Nuno and it launched 1,000 memes.
I think si Nuno naman would have been my favorite character if he was given more scenes talaga.
Kapag kung binigyan siya ng more reason why he did what he did at the end.
Yes. Like feeling ko naman he's a very good character that medyo I think they needed to keep him in the background para hindi mag-give away yung twist. But I like siya yung duwende na tabi-tabi po.
And gusto siya ng daughter ko, sabi niya, can I have Nuno as my Halloween costume? Because I'm small.
Would you let your daughter do that?
Like, I think we can do a better costume. Like, you're Nuno and then on your back, you will have the laman lupa. Parang alam mo yung mga naging costume na may buhat-buhat. Tapos malaki yung tao sa likod. Like, that would be really cool. Kung yun yung costume mo. Nuno ka, tapos sa likod mo, buhat-buhat ka ng laman lupa. That's gonna be awesome.
may malaking like crepe paper na malaking mound sa likod.
So may golem ka sa likod, di ba? Yung naglalakad. Yun yung may dala-dala sa yung golem. So, Crispin Basilio, for me, it's Nuno.
Yung Nuno pa rin. Nuno ka pa rin.
Choknat eh.
Choknat.
Gigantic choknat. Saan ka nakakita ng
that was a bit...
Ganyang kalaki. Choknat na ganyang kalaki bibigay mo, di ba? Napaisip rin ako, saan may choknat na ganyang kalaki?
Alam mo yung chocolate bar pa? Yung chocolate bar parang size na ganyan. The twins. Yung Manny Pacquiao character nila, si Hector.
Yung driver nila.
So, I may have missed something. So, parang French ng tatay, di ba?
Tatay niya si Anton. Tama ba?
Tatay niya
si Anton. Ay, gusto ko rin yung bodyguard ng tatay niya. Si Puti, tsaka si Bantay. Like, the moment he said, it's like, okay, those are dog names. Oh my God, they're werewolves.
Yes.
Hindi, bantay. Hunda kayo. It's like, what? Okay. I knew automatically they're gonna be like werewolves.
It was
So,
so
classic,
badass, di ba? It was
classic
so
Filipino
badass.
dog names. Puti at Bantay.
I was thinking it should be Blackie. That's a
Oh,
classic
Blackie.
Pinoy dog.
Oo, kaya Doggy. Doggy. Papangalan naman kasi. Puti, Bantay. I was like,
Brownie, Blackie.
and I was already giggling, and then my kids were asking, "Are you giggling?" I said, "I know what those two are now." So I said, "Really? You know?" Yeah, I know.
The,
Uh,
the
uh,
thing about what about Mistress Death? Oh my god, like I really wish there were
like the
more
one on the
parts with
screen right
Miss.
now.
Yes.
But she's not really Mistress Death. She's the emissary.
Emissary lang, parang
She's
ambassador
not
lang
the.
siya, di ba?
Yeah, she's
Parang
not really
messenger siya
evil.
eh.
Oh, she's the messenger. She's the messenger.
And as a character, there was this one line in the English translation that really resonated with me. That really that really introduced her character. Like when the day comes, we'd like to be in the chosen one's favor.
Mm,
Yung Council of Death.
Council of Death.
So they were making deals kasi they need to, kasi piniplease nila si Alexandra Trese because she's destined for something really big.
She's supposed to be like.
Talaga.
I think she's supposed to to take over Death's place. Parang siya na yung judge, di ba?
Yes.
So siya yung
Yes. Shane
between
Judger eh.
worlds. Oh, between worlds siya, di ba? Parang you can
Uh,
go
uh,
to death or you can stay in limbo, parang ganun. Diba?
so what I like about her
Shout
character
out
is
nga
that
pala
that
kay
one sentence.
Shoutout tayo kay Bossing.
Sinong shoutout?
Shoutout kay Bossing. Chester Canlas.
We love you, man. Send him a
Bossing.
link.
Alright.
Send him a link.
Send him a link. Busy pa. I think he liked the page, so he's probably gonna watch this later on. Okay. So characters natin, Nuno. Oh, there's another character. The son of the Tikbalang, the prince.
Yes,
Maliksi.
the prince, di ba? Si Maliksi, yan yung totoong F-boy. Ang ganda-ganda ng kotse. And like speed, grabe.
And he transforms into the car transforms into him. Diba? Nag-transform.
Tapos bumibilis. Tapos yan yung parang speed power niya. And he's an archer too, so talagang tumitira.
Oo. Alam na. Alam na.
Like
Pero,
I was giggling so bad. Like when he
pero
transformed
resonated
into a
with me.
horse.
Like that part resonated with me talaga. Because back then, I heard about us when I was younger, and we were still drinking way up in Antipolo, in the hills of the mountains of Antipolo. I heard a story about something like this. Like, there was like rowdy teenagers who were a bit drunk. They were driving their car, and then they passed by a guy, and they said, "Tara, takbo ka kasama namin." And then they sped really fast, parang ganun. And all of a sudden, they hear like footsteps like horse footsteps. And all of a sudden, this guy was near the driver's side window, running together with them. And then they said, "We shit you not, we like really floored it," and we can still hear his laughing. It's like this is like a story passed on by someone, by someone, by someone. I was like, "Oh, f this!" And then I remember when I saw that in Trese, I was like, maybe they got it from there, because that's how exactly the story I heard before, way back. Na ganun nga, meron sumasabay sa kanilang taong tumatakbo kasabay nung kotse. I mean, and then they hear horse noises and horse laughter, parang ganun. I was like, ooh, this is cool. I think I've heard this story before with the prince turning into a car. Prinsipe ng
I
Tikbala.
I didn't hear that story when I was younger. What I heard was the story about his dad, where there's always this really big tree,
Oh, yes.
'di ba? Tapos yung tikbalang talaga na nagso-smoke talaga na meron probably may nagsisigalang sa tabi nung malaking puno na yon, 'di ba? So,
It depends. There's two people who smoke cigars. Eh. The tikbalang and the capre.
Capre, both of them
So
smoke.
the capre was more F-boy. Because the capre was known to take women.
Yes. Mas mischievous yung Capre, yes. Yung Tikbalang
The
parang
tikbalang was
wisdom eh. Parang wisdom kind of person
parang
siya eh.
nature protector sila, di ba? Kaya sila
Ah,
nasa trees,
ah.
nasa they're supposed to protect nature, parang.
Pero dalawa sila kabayo, di ba?
Tikbalang is the horse one. Capre is more like a giant elf, parang gano'n. Parang giant with, parang ents. I think the best way
Ents.
to describe tikbalangs would be they're human forms, but they're more like ents, parang gano'n.
Okay.
And more mischievous nga.
Oh. Okay. All right. All right. I always get confused by both of them eh. Parang hindi ko alam yung difference minsan. Yes or no?
Ayan. So, they haven't confirmed it yet, season 2. They haven't confirmed it yet. But Budget Tan already tweeted, the racing scene, nilagyan niya ng quotes parang Netflix. And then the next screen was season 2, question mark. So they haven't confirmed it, but according to internet rumblings, it's season 2 is gonna be in 2022. Tagal.
20 ano? Sorry?
2022 pa. Next year pa.
Anong year?
Next year.
2022.
Oo. And they haven't.
Actually, I actually went around and looked on the interwebs. Internationally, it had really good reviews internationally. Polygon, IGN,
Screen
they were
Rant.
giving it Screen Rant. They were giving it really, really, really good reviews.
Eh,
They really liked it. They really liked how it's so Pinoy also.
Yeah, and what's funny was the Asians when they, and some of the Americans as well, when they heard like Alexandra Trese saying the chants in Filipino, they were like, "Ooh, that's scary." And I was like, "Oh, she's just speaking in Filipino."
No, it's not. No,
And of course, for foreigners, they find out, "Ooh, it's scary." It's like, bunyag ang nakatago. Like, what is she saying? It's so
uh,
creepy.
sa mata ng iba, liham ipakita.
Oh, again, they find it so
Reveal your
creepy.
secrets. Reveal your secrets. That's it.
So yes or no, would,
Joke lang.
would should Netflix give it another season?
Yes, they should. They should.
Because the
I
story is
think
not finished, diba?
the story is not finished, but at the same time, for me, I'm predicting that the Filipino culture would really take off in the next few years. For the past few years, the Filipino profile has been rising. We've been beating the Thais. I think for some time, Thai food and Thai culture was the one that's really
Was the in thing.
pushing, was the in thing in the Southeast Asian culture for Westerners, diba? Pero recently, since the Filipinos are very cultured in a way, they're very exposed to Western culture. They speak the language, and so yung profile ng Pinoy talaga lumalaki. So I really think Netflix, for those reasons alone, should really explore more Trese, or not only Trese but more Filipino properties to adapt.
Okay, may comment from FB. Di kasi yan nag-aral sa Philippines kaya di niya alam ang no limit angere. Hahaha. Guess mo kung sino.
Colin?
Nosebleed dito, dami English. Hehehe. Yeah. It's from Janica. Shoutout kay Janica.
Shout out to those beautiful ladies. Even
So,
though basag trip kayo, you're still very pretty. You should get them on your show. I swear. Maraming manonood.
yeah, I don't know what topic we should talk about with them. Alam mo yun? So, we will see.
I think we
We'll
should talk about cars with Kaj.
okay. Pwede.
Cars with Kaj. And tsaka Gundam fan si Janica. Sa Gundam yun.
Oo nga eh. Yung pa nga nasabi sa kanya na may toy making course sa Benilde. Like, if I had the money and had time, I'd go to that course. That would be awesome. Okay, so,
Alam Benilde.
Final verdict mo, Trese, is a yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up. It's a thumbs up for me. Season 2, definitely do it. I think Netflix should really
Again,
fund the
promoting
project.
the Filipino culture. Like
Yeah,
we're hitting big now.
yeah.
On YouTube, Morissette Amon is her name is like everywhere. Easy Mill is
SB19.
P19, di ba? They're all
Yeah.
like these are all Filipino acts and they're making headlines on the interwebs and they're getting mainstream ano na,
Yes.
they're getting mainstream recognition. Like
Yep.
SB19 and Easy Mill, their music is now being played on US radio. I mean, that's that we're slowly creeping in. Hopefully, 'di ba? Saka natalo natin yung Korea nung isang araw sa basketball. So, I mean, we're beating Korea slowly, 'di ba?
Slowly.
So,
Slowly.
I think that's a sign we beat Korea, not necessarily K-pop, but Korea. Yeah. Right. So for me, it's a yes as well. I'm looking forward to the next season of Trese. Hopefully, they bring it out sooner, and I hope to see a lot of kids doing cosplay of Trese for Halloween, especially.
I think she's a very good role model, to be honest.
Mm. And I would like to have RC Munoz
I
play her
mean,
in a movie.
I would actually want that. I would actually be okay with that. RC Munoz as Alexandra
Yes,
Trece.
I think she's perfect
Perfect.
for that role.
I
Uh,
I think she's perfect for
yeah,
that
not
role.
not 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 bagging on Liza, but I think if we have RC Munoz play Tress, that's gonna be awesome. Because she has the spunk, di ba? May angas siya.
Yung mean streak, di
And,
ba? Yung mean streak.
and she likes to play, she likes to do cosplay as well.
Yep.
Di ba?
Yep. I think I think I think the Filipinos should actually explore animation in general. I mean, if we're gonna have a live live action adaptation, why not try also a full length animation with full on budgeted animation, very akin to the Last Airbender. Yun, maganda animation nun,
Ah, true.
'di So if you're very constrained with the budget on production wise, kasi alam naman natin there are only very few production companies in the country. I think animation would be a very very good storytelling device
Yeah, it's a good option. Instead of
for
doing
a
actual,
new generation of viewers. Yes, yeah,
mas inclined na talaga tayo ngayon sa animation. Like a lot of
grabe.
kids would rather watch anime than watch an actual movie. And they're okay with episodal. Okay lang sa kanila episodal eh. Di ba? It's short, but it's
True.
a long story. Gusto nila yung kaysa one movie na it tries to finish off everything in one go. Parang ganun.
Agree. Ang galing. Trese was really good. Trese was thumbs up talaga.
Right. Moving on to our next. Di ba? Yeah. Ted Lasso. One of my favorite comedies for this year. I discovered accidentally on Apple TV. Free po ang Apple TV if you buy an Apple device for 1 year. Apple subscription. Apple TV subscription, not the actual not the actual Apple device. So, Ted
So Ted
Lasso.
Lasso.
Yep. So, summary mo ng Ted Lasso. What is Ted Lasso? What's the story about?
For fans of Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live, I'm a big fan of Jason Sudeikis going back years since 2010. He's one of their very, very good performers. And
Yep.
one, ang appeal kasi ni Jason Sudeikis is he plays the everyman really well. The average schmo, the average Joe.
True.
Diba? So Ted Lasso is a story of an average Joe from America who was chosen to be the head of a soccer team in England, right?
Yep.
The twist is that the owner hired him not because he had one of the best coaching talents in soccer. He's actually an American football
Football.
coach.
Football.
Uh, Football. They for soccer. I'm calling it soccer for differentiation reasons. But because kasi nag-divorce sila ng asawa nila, ng owner ng team, and nag-cheat yung asawa, so she just wanted revenge and she just wanted to burn that whole soccer club down.
'Cause
And
that's the most
with a
precious
story
gift.
like this, because that's the most precious gift, yes, that's the best thing na build nung asawa niya. So she wanted revenge so bad, right? But
Yep,
the thing about it is, throughout the course of the whole story, Ted Lasso is such a lovable guy. And I'll get this out of the way right now. And with such a very vindictive premise, the show is actually a very inspiring take on
agree.
comedies. Kasi 'di ba, to be a very good comedy nowadays, kailangan edgy ka, medyo may dark comedy feels ka. It's very nice to actually watch a comedy that makes you feel good at the end of the episode. So that's what Ted Lasso is for me. And what is it for you, Mr. John?
For me, Ted Lasso is like he's like being positive. Whatever happens your way, be positive. 'Di ba? So sobrang gano'n yung personality niya eh. Kahit anong mangyari, "Hindi, we can turn this around," 'di ba? Like him and my favorite character is the assistant coach. Yung him and his assistant coach, whenever there's a problem, he goes to his assistant coach. What do we do? Let's turn this around, right? Then he put up the sign "Believe" right on the top of their
Yeah.
their doorway. And I think for this one, what got me, of course, was the story mirrored what was actually happening in Jason Sudeikis' life. So during the
Yeah.
filming of this story,
He was going through divorce.
he was going through divorce, di ba? And the sad thing is, yung ex-wife niya yung
Yeah.
nag-suggest na gawin niya to. And for that to happen, si ano
Just to let
nag-suggest
you
sa kanya,
guys know, ang ex-wife ni Jason Sudeikis, si Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde, di ba? She
Olivia
suggested,
Wilde. Olivia Wilde ang ex-wife.
she suggested you do this. It's a very good story. And then di ba? Kaya nung napapanood ko yung parts na naghiwalay sila na parang sobrang helpless na. Feeling ko hindi siya umaarte nun eh. Feeling ko totoo yun eh.
Feeling
Sobrang
ko
sabi ko,
yung yes, I you could feel the presence ni Ted that even though something really bad is happening in his life, yeah,
mm.
the positivity is there for him to keep on going and really make something out of nothing,
Saka
di
when he
ba?
wakes up in the morning, everything's happy again. Like, sige, naiyak ko na sa gabi. The next morning, it's a new day. I'm happy. I'm gonna bake my cookies. I'm gonna get my little green army man. And let's do it. Let's fight. It's another day. Parang ganun. That's what I like about this story. Diba? Sobrang positive niya.
Like it really makes you feel good, di ba? So it's such a relief nowadays talaga to have a comedy that's not too raunchy, alam mo,
Oo.
and it's really well done with very likable characters. Like the first episode, you had so many unlikable characters. You'll hate the people he was working with, right? But
Yep.
at the end of the series, every one of them, everyone has their moment in the sun, and they're all helping make things happen for Ted, di ba?
Especially the ano, diba? The equipment guy. Yan yung nasa picture
Nathan,
natin. Yung
si
equipment
Nathan.
guy. Si Nathan, yung equipment guy. You know my name. Oh, you're gonna let me run the play? Okay. That's, gulat na gulat siya, di ba? Parang, what? Totoo ba to?
Yeah, and like for him nga like in the first episode, just remembering his name is good enough,
Oo, di ba? And ano,
'di ba?
yung, ba,
But
binubully siya ng mga players. Then the captain stood up for him. Sobrang ang laking relief sa kanya nun, di ba?
yeah, like it doesn't take much to really make someone's day, right? And at the end of the day, yan yung point ni Ted Lasso. Like these small little things in your life, you can cherish them
Mm.
like it's gonna affect you for your whole day, 'di ba? And that's one of the best things about the characters were very well written actually. Very unlikable sila no first episode, and even
Ah.
Keely, the girlfriend, played by the great Juno Temple. You thought she was just a dumb blonde, but at the end of it, she's
Oo, ano, ang
actually one of
talino
the
pala
nicest
niya, no?
people.
She's smart.
Oo. she's so empathic. She's so empathic. She's very smart. She's very smart. And she really has something to offer to someone aside from her
Mm.
looks.
Galing niya, no?
Diba?
I know marketability. This is gonna make you look good. Hey, we need to do this. We need to do interviews for the players. And I remember when she asked
She actually
Ted, like, lion
cared.
or panda?
Panda. Panda.
Yan. Tapos ang pangit ng panda, di ba, nung
Panda.
kumakain.
But she went with the lion. But she went with the lion.
Oo, kawawa yung panda, di
But
ba? Nung nasa
again,
pictorial,
pangit pala.
mukhang nabugbog.
Mukhang
So,
ano eh,
favorite
mukhang
character,
puyat na nabugbog.
aside from Ted Lasso, who's your favorite character?
Higgins. Higgins.
Redemption arc ni Higgins.
Shithead. Higgins. For those who don't know, the story, yung may-ari ng club ngayon, yung may-ari ng soccer club, she has an assistant that's very, what's the word? Wormy? Wormy ass kisser ba?
Oo.
Diba? So, she, spoiler alert. Nag-spoiler alert ka na ba? For at the start of this show?
Hindi na ako nag-spoiler. I mean, everyone's watched Trese, obviously. Ted Lasso, they haven't watched, but you know, it's on Apple TV, so you have
Yeah,
to really
right.
research to find it out.
But basically, what happens is she was very angry at Higgins for being an accomplice sa mga transgressions ng asawa niya. So she was making
Pambababae
his
ng
life a
asawa.
living hell. Yung pambababae ng asawa niya. So, and the thing about it is, in sa Ted Lasso, everybody gets their moment in the sun for the first 4 episodes. Higgins got his around on the 8th.
Redemption arc na kasi talaga siya nun.
So, talagang, oo, ang tagal ng redemption ni Higgins, and they really played it out. The way the boss was making his life so miserable for revenge. And talagang ang tagal. Siya yung last na nakikita mong merong value sa whole show na yun. Di ba?
True. O favorite character ko siguro is yung team captain. Yung nire-reverse
Rob.
psychology siya ni Ted. No! This is me, right? Yung book, yung wrinkle in time. You're making me do this. You're making me care. I don't do this shit.
But
diba?
yung mga I like the fact na yung mga jokes nila very dry. Yung mga ganyan, yung mga ganyan jokes, yung A Wrinkle in Time. It's like, no, you're making me do this shit. Like, that just one line just makes you laugh. Because it's so dry. Diba?
It's English humor. That's my
It's
favorite
very,
kind of comedy.
I think people should really watch more British shows, to be honest.
Yep.
I think Britain has a lot to offer in terms of science fiction, comedy, and storytelling. I think
True.
British shows. But this is actually produced by an American. This is Bill Lawrence, pero British yung whole writing team niya for this show. For those who don't know, the producer is Bill Lawrence, who used to do Scrubs. If you remember that show. And Scrubs is a really positive show rin for me. So you could really see the style of the whole, yung style talaga ng producer na yun, si Bill Lawrence.
Yep. Fun fact about Bill Lawrence. You know that on the second episode of Ted Lasso, they actually roped in Zach Braff to direct that.
I did not see that.
So, ang nangyari, Zach Braff was in London. So, pinilit siya ni Bill Lawrence, hey, direct the second episode for me. Fashion choice. Nandun siya sa London eh. So, nag-direct siya ng second episode was directed by Zach.
Okay. Yeah. I should have checked it more. Ang galing. So, are we gonna give thumbs up or thumbs down for Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso for me is a yes. I'm looking forward. Thumbs up. I'm looking forward to season 2, which is in July 23.
Ted Lasso, thumbs up for me. Very, very, very good show. Very, very good show. If you want something
Uplift.
that's very positive, it's very uplifting. Talaga. Ang galing. Ang galing ng
I,
show na
I
yun.
I like the running gag in the show, the biscuits. Yung talaga yung gusto ko. Yung first time na nag-meet yung biscuits. Sobrang iniisip ko rin, saan kaya nakuha yun? So, hindi ko na spoil yung part na yun. But if you watch it, you'll find out eventually the biscuits. It's I think one of the best running gags in a sitcom, yung biscuit.
Yung biscuit. And the biscuit was very symbolic kasi. It really breaks, just a simple gift lang would really make your day. So you have this very hard ass woman, siya having a bad day, going through a divorce. Binigyan lang siya ng biscuit and it's slowly breaking her down. It's, she's slowly being nice, di ba? Kay Ted bigla.
Hmm. True. True. True.
And I think, and it says a lot, and it says a lot about life itself. Like these really small things can really make your day.
All right. So those are the two shows that we watched. What is your recommended show?
I would right now. I would go for Loki. Loki would
Watch
be
watch episode
the
one.
next. I've watched episode 2 just last night. Have you seen it?
Advanced Cop. I haven't watched episode. I watched episode one. I haven't watched episode
I
two.
watched episode 2. Episode 2. Why I like Loki at episode 2 is because I think Disney has really learned their lesson since WandaVision. WandaVision took quite some time to really get the
Mm.
ball rolling.
Tagal yung build up
Maybe
nila.
yung build up ng tagal. Loki, second episode pa lang, I think they learned their lesson na I think we should do it from the start pa lang so people won't get tired. So the
Mm.
second episode pa lang, they really put in um, the real premise of the show. Ano talaga what they're trying to stop, what they really need to do.
Tsaka yung maganda nga sa episode 1, tinapos na nila lahat ng exposition. In-explain na nila lahat ng reasons. Di ba? Like for us in training, di ba? Start with the why.
Yung
Talaga
rules.
di ba? Start with the why. So sa episode 1 pa lang, they showed you why. Why is he doing this? Why is he like this? So yun yung maganda. So for you, it's low-key.
Yun yung sa... For me, it's Loki. Another one would be if you're a fan of Joss Whedon from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, Serenity,
Toy
I
Story.
would recommend The Nevers. Toy Story, The Nevers.
And
The
where can we
Nevers
find the
is
Nevers? Which platform are they showing on?
HBO Go. HBO Go.
All right. The Nevers. It's
Okay.
summary. What's the story about?
All right. So it's basically okay. If I could summarize it into one sentence, it's like X-Men set in
Okay.
Victorian London, 18th century.
So may
Right.
mga
So
powers.
these people were may mga strange powers talaga, and they're mostly women because Joss Whedon's very famous for being a very girl power writer, which is very ironic, diba?
Kaya nga eh.
Pero
Don't you think about it?
so exactly, it's very ironic. So Joss Whedon created this show for HBO after he did the botched Justice League version. So he was still working with Warner Brothers, and he came up with the Never. So it's basically an X-Men where women were suddenly a lot of women, some men, minority ang men, were suddenly getting powers and they don't know why. So there was this one girl that can predict the future, one girl that can follow electricity. She creates technology with them. So parang siya yung Hank McCoy Beast character. There was a girl with super strength and yada yada yada. So The Nevers is one of the shows that I think is a must watch right now.
All right. So for me, I would say number one on my list, which is already in season 2, is Mythic Quest. 'Cause as a gamer, as a gamer and a fan of comedy, you'll see the funny side of how you develop a game, especially if you have an eccentric, creative director who's leading the team, and then comes in the money, comes in the producers, and you have to, alam mo yun, kailangan managot dun sa head office. So, a Mythic Quest, if you can get it, watch it. kaibigan ni Ryan Reynolds yung lead nun. Nakalimutan ko lang kung saang ano siya. Tsaka yung lead programmer nila, Pinoy Pride. Christine Nick Dow is actually a Filipino Australian, and she's the second lead. She's the lead programmer in that sitcom. She's really funny, and I have to give hats out to the writers. If you watch the last 3 episodes, it focuses on COVID and mental health, and ang galing ng pagkakagawa. If I mean, for those 3 last episodes, they should win an award. Ang galing talaga ng ginawa nila, and they did it all through Zoom. Napaka-agile ng team nila.
Really?
So again, that's why I suggest watch Mythic Quest. Season 1, Season 2 is already out now. So I'm on episode 3 of Season 2, which is really good. So Mythic Quest, that's one. And then, of course, the next one is more of like just The Kid and Me on Disney Plus. Mighty Ducks Game Changers. It's like sentimental siya. Gordon Bombay. And I would suggest for you, Sherwin,
Gordon Bombay.
on the Disney Plus show, yung women basketball, I forgot the name. On Disney Plus. Si John Stamos yung bida eh.
How the hell are you getting Disney Plus?
Secret. Secret. And it's not illegal.
Damn you.
Forgot the
I
name.
know. Because it's from the
Big
way
Shot.
you mention it.
Big
Kasi
Shot.
from the way you mention Disney Plus kasi, parang napapansin ko talaga you're getting it in a less pirata form. Parang, you'll get it in Disney Plus, so you should go check out Disney Plus now. Parang, sandali lang, hindi na may mirata tong taong to
Oh yeah, Big Shot. Big Shot is the name. So it's about girl basketball players. I know you're into basketball, so if you watch that, matutuwa ka. And ang head nila is, ang lead actor nila si John Stamos nga ba? Yung sa, ano? Si John Stamos nga ba yung ano? Yung sa Full House? Siya nga ba yun?
Full House.
Oh, yun, that guy.
The second lead ng ano.
So siya yung lead character ng Big Shot. Disney Plus, it's about basketball. Matutuwa ka doon. Siya ganun kaya.
I'll just go back lang. Like, how's Mighty Ducks? I mean, I love the series when I was younger. So how is it now? Is it like Karate Kid? Is it? Kasi Cobra Kai. Sorry, Cobra.
Yeah, parang ganun. It's more grounded. There's still a lot of funny segments, but it's more right now, I would say. Like, syempre, di ba, they have a lot of text. They do a lot of memes about things. So, ganun. Ayan, sabi ni Prima, John Stamos Full House nga daw. Kinonfirm nila ang ating mga watchers. So, yun. So, yeah, it's more current yung comedy. And it follows sort of the same formula of building up the team, but hindi siya ganun kabilis kasi in the movie, di ba? You have to make it fast. This one is like slowly. Because you need to, they build the characters independently. So maganda siya. For me, maganda siya. And of course, there's Gordon Bombay in there. So
Emilio Estevez, Young Guns.
Yeah, and what's the name of the girl in nanay ni Rory?
Si Silo, not Silo Ward. Gilmore Girls, di ba?
Gilmore Girls, yung nanay.
Gilmore Girls.
Uh,
Yung nanay noon, I think it's Lauren Graham.
Yeah, Lauren Graham is there. She's the mother. So
Lauren Graham.
And it's if you watch it, it's gonna be like, oh tama, ganito na nga nangyayari ngayon. I don't want to spoil for you, but ganito na nga nangyayari sa sports. Parang ganun. Kasi maraming involvement yung parents. Or in Mighty Ducks, it's just the kids. Ito ngayon, realistic. Masyado ng OC rin yung mga parents. Parang ganun. So they're involved as well.
Okay, kasi wala ka nakita masyadong parents sa original eh.
Except yung nanay ni Charlie. So other than that, wala. So involve yung mga parents. So it's a good way of building, I think, because it's again episodal, gives you more character arcs, more character expositions. Diba? And yung maganda for Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
Oh,
all right.
Okay. All right.
So with that,
Ano pang mo?
Do you want to promote any of your socials, your social medias? Do you want to promote your IG or any your OnlyFans?
I like that when you ask that question, my internet cut off right at that moment.
Uh,
It's a
so ano, promote
sign.
your,
No, I don't have a lot of socials at the moment.
ayan.
I
So,
don't have a lot of socials at the moment, but check SBryan Cua. That's my name on FB. SBryan Cua also on Instagram. So I don't have. It's a boring social. It's a boring social page. I swear to God, it's very
mm,
boring. But thanks to John, I think I'll try to make it much more interesting. I'll try
yeah.
not to be
So
boring.
again, Sherwin is a writer. He's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. He's an investor. Uh, he is an Uber driver. Uh, or if you're
Wonder.
watching, look for the Uber driver picture in his IG and his FB. It's an inside joke, people. So, ayan.
I'll tell you the
So,
story of that next time.
so when you we'll tell the story of that next time. So with that, thank you, Sherwin, for joining us in for Thursdays, TV Thursdays here on John Talk to Me. Looking forward to our next episode. All right. So
Looking
thank you for
forward.
joining me.
Looking
Any
forward
last
too.
words?
Oh, I got nope, John. Thanks also for letting me join. So next time I may ask you to be my guest.
All right. No worries. I will be happily be there. Just give me the link. I'll show up there. All right.
All right.
So
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
thank you, everyone. Thank you for those who are watching. Thank you. Peace out. See you next time. Bye.
Peace.